Hello YouTube, One Lazy Trucker here, and today I'm going to talk about mental health. I think it's kind of a taboo subject for a lot of people, a lot of guys, but I don't think it should be. Um, there's a lot of mental health issues, affect drivers. Whole range of things from PTSD to depression and just same thing that affect everybody else, affect truck drivers. And I'd like to encourage folks to take care of themselves spiritually, mentally, and physically. And so if you know someone, or if you are someone who needs some help with your mental health, I'd encourage you to go get it. There's no shame in that. The mental health professionals today are not what you see in the movies. They're not quacks. There's a real science behind mental health. Kind of surprised me how far mental health professionals have come as a whole profession. From the quackery of Freud, that's what I think everybody thinks of. Oh, you go talk to a therapist, you tell them your feelings and whatnot. That's not very accurate, and I think that's part of why it's a taboo subject. I know most truck drivers are pretty tough guys. And a lot of guys just say, hey, suck it up, move on. But everybody's different. And I think even some of those tough guys, I think once in a while they could use some help. I think my dad suffered from undiagnosed mental issues, and he was a truck driver. And he was kind of strange at times. Even knowing him my whole life, he had his quirks, but not being a mental health professional, I can't say, hey, definitively he had problems, but it was obvious to more than me, I think, that he had some issues, but he wasn't ever going to get help for them. I think mental health is, kind of like drug addictions. People don't get help until they hit rock bottom and they're ready to change. And I think one of the issues with drug addictions, there's a mental health side to that, I think, and but like I said, I'm not a mental health professional. But I just thought I'd put it out there that as drivers, you need to take care of your mental health, and watch out for each other, watch out for your friends and family. If you think there may be an issue, speak up, encourage people to get help. There's no shame in going to get help. Life happens to people, and sometimes things happen, and some pretty severe things happen in people's lives. And they need a little bit of help. And like I said, it's not the quackery it was with Freud, where he had some pretty weird ideas. But there's another thing. People think, oh, going to mental health professionals expensive. But I would say check with your insurance, or when you talk to a mental health person, make your first appointment. They will check your insurance, and it could be a small $5 to $20 copay, depending on your insurance. I think I was kind of surprised to learn that insurance covered mental health visits, and how inexpensive it is. I think probably the reason they cover it is nobody talks about it. So maybe they're hoping nobody nobody uses those benefits. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. But I think people should talk about it. If you know somebody, you can get recommendations from. The mental health professionals are professionals now. I know it used to be said that most mental health professionals were crazier than the people they were treating. I met at least one mental health professional 20 some years ago, and he was at least as mental as his patients. Actually, no, that was almost 30 years ago. And that guy was, he had some issues himself, and he had worked at one of the finer institutions in California that was run by the state, and some of the stuff they used to do to those people, it's like electroshock therapy. Pretty certain they don't do that anymore. But there are a lot of good treatments out there for folks, and it's not all. They don't all just prescribe you a drug and send you on your way. There's some real science to it, and it works. Especially for guys with PTSD. There are treatments out there that don't involve drugs. So if that's what you're worried about, them putting you on drugs that'll, screw you up or make you feel funny, you don't have to do that. There's other treatment options. There's an eye movement therapy that works for PTSD apparently pretty well. So I just thought I'd put that out there, drivers. This is one lazy trip. Take care of your mental health, and no shame in that. And if you need a professional, go see a professional. Check into your insurance. It's probably covered. So instead of laying out a couple $100 an hour, it's probably going to run you about 10% of that. So 90% coverage. $20. Hey, it's not bad. That's what you go pay to see a medical doctor usually. So get help if you need it. Encourage others to get help if they need it. And this is One Lazy Trucker praying for your safe travels. If you like what I'm doing here on this channel, you can support it by buying my cookbooks on Amazon. And if you don't want to buy cookbook, you can still support us if you have Kindle. And Amazon Prime has a Kindle lending library. You can pick them up there, read them for free. I still get a couple of pennies. So, and you get some good recipes and some good eating for you and your family. So, this is One Lazy Trucker again, praying for your safe travels. Have a blessed day.